welcome to Showcase. I'd like to introduce Jesse Parker from Sound Devices. He's here to tell us about some of the great new mixers that we'll be selling here at Showcase. They're in stock, they're ready to go. Let's learn a little bit about it. Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks a lot. So over here, this is our MixPre D. It's a 2-channel field mixer. It's got 2 inputs. They're mic line switchable. They have phantom power, so we can use the higher end condenser microphones. They have very powerful limiters, so we can prevent analog overload on the input. It's got 2 gain knobs here, so very quickly with just the turn of these gain knobs we can control the input level and meter that level on the 32 segment LED meters. We've got our headphone output here, high pass filter at 80 and 160 hertz roll off. We also have a slate mic and a tone generator for slating takes and calibrating our output to the input of a camera. On the output side, we got 2 balanced XLRs. So these can be mic level, line level, or AES for digital interconnections for cameras or external recorders that support the AES EBU digital video or digital audio protocol. Interesting thing about the MixPre D, it can also be used as a computer audio interface. So we have our little mini USB here. We plug this into our computer. It's USB 2.0 compliant. So as soon as we plug it in, our operating system recognizes that as a audio input and output device. So we can record directly to a camera, and then we can also monitor the return, or I'm sorry. So we can record directly to a computer, but we can also monitor the audio coming back from the computer. So it's not only a great field mixer, it's also a handy little USB audio interface. And it's powered off of 2 AA batteries. So this is our 302. This is our 3-channel mixer. It's got 3 inputs with mic line switchable inputs, phantom power, T-power also, and then we can use 48 volts or 12 volts phantom power. So if your condenser mic works off of 12 volts, that's an excellent way to conserve energy to extend the battery runtime of your 302. So we have our fader knobs here, we have our gain knobs here, and then we have our left and right output meters. So again, we can take multiple inputs, sum them down to 2 outputs, send that to camera, and this also has our tone generator for output calibration, slate mic for slating takes or communication with boom op or whatever you'd like to use that for. We also have a stereo unbalanced return, so we can monitor not only the output of the 302, we can monitor the return coming from the camera. And then here's our monitor switch, so just by switching through here we can monitor input 1, 2, or 3, left ISO, right ISO, left and right, or our return. And this is powered through 3 AA batteries. And so it's as simple as that. This is our dedicated USB audio interface. It's the USBPre 2. So we got 2 inputs at mic level over balanced XLR cables. We have 2 balanced line-in cables over 1/4 inch TRS cables. And then we have aux 1 and aux 2 in over RCA. Here's our gain knobs here, and our 23 segment LED meters, and our headphone controller. We also have a mix, because any of these inputs we can send to camera, and we can also monitor and meter the return from the camera. So with this knob here, we can control the balance of what we're monitoring through our headphones, whether it be input of the USBPre 2 or the return coming from the camera. And then we have our Toslink I/O for optical interconnections. We have a mic line switchable balanced XLR outputs, so we can feed studio monitors or cameras, external recorders. And then our headphone ports, aux 1 and aux 2 out, SPDIF, in and out over RCA and our USB port that we connect to a computer. The interesting thing about the USBPre 2 is that if we have an external USB power source and it's not associated with any operating system, it boots in a standalone mode. So we can use this as a dedicated preamp, an A to D converter, D to A converter. We can go in one digital format, out analog, or another digital format. So on top of being a really awesome audio interface, it's also a standalone preamp and conversion tool. So that's the USBPre 2.